All right, good morning, guys. Or good afternoon, wherever you're at. It's 1:10 on the East Coast. I have some updates here on a particular case that I've been following for the last 4 days. Um, this is in reference to, this is coming out of Dooley County, Georgia. Dooley County, Georgia. And this is in reference to a missing child, a missing 4-year-old child. Uh, Jayceon Mathis, Jayceon Mathis, Mathis. So let me tell you a little bit about this case here, because there is breaking news in the case. The body of Jayceon has been found. The body of a 4-year-old has been found. What's interesting about this case here, and I'm going to do the similarities between this case here and the Summer Wells case up in Tennessee. But Keara Cotton, she was 27 years old on January 20th in Georgia. And the town is Cordell, Georgia, Cordele, Georgia. On January 20th, Keara Cotton called authorities and let her know that her 4-year-old son, Jayceon Mathis, was missing, right? So, authorities out there, the GBI, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, got involved with this case. They went out looking for her. They went out looking for Jayceon, just like any law enforcement agency would do when someone goes missing. So yesterday, Keara got arrested. She got arrested by the GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigation. They charged her with child abuse. They charged her with 2 counts of cruelty to children. She was taken into custody. She got arrested, taken into custody. Today, the remains of Jayceon have been found. They have been found in a neighboring county, Crisp County, Georgia, which is a neighboring county to where this whole incident took place. But here's what's interesting about this. GBI arrest her on cruelty to children charges without a body. Just basically enough charges or probable cause, probably did some investigation and found out that Keara was abusing the child to arrest her. Once she was in custody, she probably confessed. She probably confessed to authorities where the body was. The authorities probably said, this is not going to go well for you. Maybe, they got her in in an interrogation room, the tactics that they use to make her feel guilty or make her shame her or, tell her this is not going to go away. You can tell what happened. We can get you a deal, that sort of deal. But she confessed. And now the body of the baby has been found. So a 4-year-old, pray for this child. Pray for this child. This child has been found. The remains of Jayceon has been found. I want to kind of connect this with Summer Wells and the fiasco that's going up there. TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, is investigating the disappearance of Summer Wells, who went missing June 15th, 2021. It's been over 7 months now. It's interesting because I feel there is enough probable cause to arrest Candus Bly right now for cruelty to children type charges, abandonment charges, or even giving alcohol to a minor type charges. Enough to bring her in and at least arrest her. Kind of like what they did here with Keara Cotton, when the Georgia Bureau investigator brought her in, charged her with cruelty to children without the body, and probably interrogated her to death, and then she confessed today where that body was, and they found the child today, 1 day later after she was taken in custody. Because I'm going to tell you, for Candus Bly, now I know that Candus Bly has been in trouble before, right? She's been locked up before in Wisconsin, near Grantsburg, Burnett County, Wisconsin. She's been arrested before, but that was like 20 years ago, right? Put Candus Bly in a jail cell right now, in a cold jail cell in the winter, and put her in there for at least 24 hours. I bet you she will spill the beans and she will confess. She will confess to what she did. She will tell TBI, Hawkins County Sheriffs, what happened to Summer. Just put her in a cell and do the bare minimum that you're required to under law. give her 3, minimal square meals a day, feed her through a food slot, arrest her. We spoke to Hunter's mother, Allie. You guys know the case. This is for everyone that's been following the Summer Wells case. We've spoken to Allie, and she says, and also Hunter out of his own mouth when he gave an interview to Chris with the interview room, that, Candus gave Hunter alcohol, twisted teas, alcohol. That is a crime. An adult cannot give a minor alcohol. So that's a crime. So when you have the confession of the victim, which is the child, Hunter, that's enough to arrest. That's enough to arrest Candus. All they have to do is, go back to her, the surveillance, to that store, or corroborate it with the store where she bought the twisted teeth from. She's done. You arrest her. That's my cat, sorry. You arrest her. Probable cause, bam. Candus Wells is now in custody or arrested, right? We don't know about their financial status to know if she would make bond immediately or not, but she would be in jail. Then you put pressure on her. Just like it seems like what happened right here with this case, Keara Cotton. I'm going to read the statement from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. But Candus Wells there's enough probable cause to charge her. Remember, DCS, Tennessee Department of Children's Services, they've already had open cases against Candus Bly and Don Wells for the boys up there, and probably also Summer too. So they were up there doing investigations at the time. So there's already a case. You have those 3 boys, testify of what goes on. Dudley Ajon, co-worker of Don Wells, told me specifically that he's seen with his eyes Don Wells giving his son, his oldest son, marijuana at the job site. That is known as child abuse right there. Giving a child that's probably not even hit puberty yet drugs, marijuana, giving a child marijuana. No, so you have people that witnessed forms of child abuse with Don and Candus Wells, enough to bring them in. Just like with this case right here that just happened now, it's breaking right now. The Georgia Bureau of Investigations just posted this statement 31 minutes ago, and I'm going to read this statement right now, right? GBI conducts missing child investigation in Vienna, Georgia. Now, this is the GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigation. I guess a lot of these states have similar to like the FBI, their own state Bureau of Investigations. TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, is investigating the Summer Wells case. Right here, Georgia Bureau of Investigation. The GBI has arrested and charged Keara Cotton with murder, concealing the death of another, and cruelty to children in the second degree. Additionally, investigators obtained information that led to the discovery of human remains in Cordele, Crisp County, near East 6th Avenue. Agents will send the remains to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation medical examiners for identification. This investigation is acting and ongoing. So, yesterday, this is an update from yesterday's press release. This was yesterday. The GBI is conducting a missing child investigation in Vienna, Georgia. On Saturday, January 22nd at about 12:30 p.m., the Vienna Police Department asked for investigative assistance in order to locate 4-year-old Jayceon Mathis. Jayceon Mathis was reported missing by family members that state that they have not seen him in several months. That's interesting too. You report a child missing, but the child's been missing months ago. I mean, I don't get that. Why so long? Why wait so long? Maybe that's why she got the child cruelty charges that led to the discovery of the body. But Jayceon lived with his mother, Keara Cotton, 27 years old, in Vienna. Since the complaint was filed on January 20th, authorities have not been able to find Keara. Yesterday, Keara is in custody and charged with 2 counts of cruelty to animals. So they bring her into custody yesterday. They don't know where the body is of her son, her 4-year-old son. They arrest her on cruelty to children charges. However, they have, whatever evidence they had of that, but enough to bring her in. While she's in custody, they find the body a day later. So I am calling on the TBI and the Hawkins County Sheriffs to love law enforcement. You guys are doing an excellent job. I mean, I've heard that 200 agencies actually went out looking for Summer Wells. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. You all are risking your lives, searching. Every time you do a search, you're weathering the elements out there. You're putting your own lives in danger looking for Summer Wells. 100% support that. 100%, back you guys all the way. But that there is probable cause out there, enough probable cause to arrest Candus Bly right now on cruelty to children charges or abandonment charges or giving alcohol to children. Bring her in a jail cell, and then maybe within 24 hours or even a couple days being cold in a room. You have your policies and procedures of how it works in a county jail. You probably only give one article of clothing. The rooms are cold, the lights on. It's a dark echoing cell. It's dripping with mildew and dripping with condensation of the water. It's cold. It's not a great place to be, especially if you've never been to jail, and maybe that will rattle her skin and she'll finally speak up. She will finally speak up. And Candus will finally tell authorities what happened to Summer Wells. What happened? Because this has been going on long enough. We're looking at now we're going on to 8 months. It's been over 7 months. We're at 8 months. I mean, how long is this going to take? How long does Candus Bly think this is going to sustain itself and she not be held accountable for anything that she's done? How long? How long? So, I just wanted to update with this. It works in Georgia. That tactic and that, that kind of process works in Georgia. Get her for something else, scare the wits out of her, get a confession out of her. She now tells the authorities where the body is. Candus Wells very well could do the same thing. Maybe Don will do the same thing, right? So Don has a court hearing coming up. Don almost went to jail. Don almost went to jail the other night. If Candus did have any type of marks on her neck, like she claims, even if Candus choked herself or whatnot and said that Don did it, that would have been enough to maybe arrest Don. Don very well could have went to jail on the 19th when Candus called 911. A lot of times the probable cause, we know how it works. It's very flimsy. One accusation, bam, lock him up. Don Wells almost went to jail on January 19th. But, he goes, that would have been another probation violation, another arrest while you were on probation. That would have been the second time. But Don Wells has a case coming up. Hawkins County General Sessions Court. He has a case. Put him in jail. Put him in jail for a little bit. And maybe that will rattle him up. But I'm not so sure on that because, Don Wells is a career criminal, hardened criminal. I know that if Don Wells did a month in jail, he could do it on his head because he's already done years in prison off and on. So, I don't think that would bother Don Wells sitting in jail. But Candus, I think, is another story. Put a female in jail, and I bet you she'll come forward and say, hey, I'll tell everything I know, because, it's sad. It's sad that Summer's lives matter. And Candus is not taking the proactive approach to try to find Summer. She's not doing anything. She's not out there. Listen, I don't have no children. I don't know if you guys have children. You guys know if you had your children out there, if one of your child went missing, you'd be out there waving flyers all over the place, posting them, going on the media every day, going on all these blogs saying, please, 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 and probably in tears, probably an emotional wreck. You don't see that with Candus Wells. You don't see it. You just see her nonchalantly smoking cigarettes on YouTube videos, just thinking it's a game and joke. And, I seen it in her eyes. I haven't posted the video of I'm not going to say a confrontation that I had with Candus Wells, but I was within feet of her, right? On a sidewalk, public sidewalk. And I kept asking her, where is Summer, Candus? Where is Summer? And she wouldn't look me in the eye. She just was like looking away this way, looking down at her phone. I could see guilt. I could see the evilness in her eyes. I literally, if I felt any way that she was innocent, then I would say, hey, maybe she didn't do it, whatever like that. She did it. She did something with Summer, or she's involved in some way. And hopefully TBI is is sick of all of us, getting sick of everyone making YouTube videos and sick of people hashtagging Summer. It must be an embarrassment in a sense to bring in that spotlight to Hawkins County. They probably don't want all this type of attention, So they want to solve it. I do believe that they want to solve it, and they want to make this go away, hold the people accountable, and move on and learn from this. Learn from this. So just wanted to share about the recent arrest of Keara Cotton, for the murder of her 4-year-old son, Jayceon Mathis. She was in custody, cruelty charges, and then a day later they find the body. So good news there. Finally, the family could get some closure there. It's sad, it's crazy that these mothers out there do bad things to their children. I don't get it. I got a cat. Listen, I got a cat, and I treat my cat like a child. I pet my cat, make sure it's fed, make sure it's safe. As a parent, man, I just don't get it. So it's dumbfounding how people out there could do evil acts to their children. Hopefully they're held accountable. Thanks for listening. Share the video. Subscribe. I'm going to be doing more videos, more true crime stuff, working on other cases here, paying attention to, other missing cases in the area. There's a case out of Florida that I'm looking. There's 2 cases out in Florida. I'm not going to say the names yet, but I'm eyeing, and I will be sharing the information about that soon. So thank you everyone for the support. Let's find Summer Wells, right? Still on it, paying attention every day. Get up in the morning and, go around the hashtags and figure out what's latest in the Summer Wells, Candus Bly, Don Wells case. I pray every day that I wake up that finally we'd hear the good news that Summer Wells has been found. I pray for that. And so should you guys. So God bless. Take care. Y'all be safe out there. All right. Be safe.